Okay, so in the last video I was here in Winton, moving east through here into Shrute. Uh, it's a fairly major suburban city, about 246,000. It's the second largest suburb of Dothan. Yeah, after Timmins here. Not all that much smaller. I like to pretend like these two have a bit of a rivalry going on. You see, one of the aspects I use is the industrial job population. There's about 10,000 there, 10,500. Yeah, Timmins got that pretty much on lock, I guess. Uh, but we're gonna go ahead and show the transportation view. As you can see, the freeway enters from the west, comes through here, makes a tight curve here, curves again, and comes into Dothan here. And it's a fairly major highway. And as you can see, you have the outer belt, which comes into Winton, said here, and runs concurrent with the east-west freeway here, and then exits at this cloverleaf by the airport, and then continues south to this cloverleaf, then heads west and out like that. But Shrute has a little bit more of a freeway system, as you can see, and a rail line system. And about right in here is a little theme park I built, which you'll be able to see in just a second. Go ahead and show it's bounded to the northwest by Blevins, to the north by Fulton Heights, see right there, West Kryn, and to the east by Sheely, Dothan, and to the south by Crayler, West Crayler, and Newtown, and to the southwest by Forden, to the west by West Shrute, of course. So go ahead and load that up so you can check that out. Okay, so we're back. Go ahead and hit play on that and see what time it is. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. Let's see. This is where the freeway comes in from Winton, running east. This has been widened fairly recently. Been on the lookout to widen the entire freeway through here to about 3 or 4 lanes each way. It's done all the way to here. This curve here can't get the curves pieces to line up right yet, so I'm trying to wait to do that. So I just end the newer widened sections there. This right here, this cloverleaf, I consider this to be like the main entrance to the big airport here, which isn't really complete yet either. Of course, use this highway here as well, which I haven't played long enough to see the use, but still working on connecting all this stuff. A couple runways here. This is pretty much just for eye candy. I like just to give it a little bit more realistic side to it, other than, of course, the airport there. This is the big, I consider this to be like the Dothan-Shrute International Airport. It's the major airport for the region, or I imagine it anyway. Finally, this is fairly new through here, the rail line. Before, the rail line used to come through here and curve and just go that way. It didn't come through here. Then I finally was able to expand it and elevate it through here, which is looks pretty good, and adds a little bit more functionality to it. But through here now, the freeway used to only be, I think it was 3 lanes each way. I think it was 4 lanes right here. The 4th lane was added for the on-off ramps, but other than that, it was 3 pretty much. But go ahead and play this for a little bit like this, and then I'll probably have to do another video because it's a pretty big region here. And I'll do a bit zoomed in so we can see a bit more. As you see, we got a rail line coming in from West Shrute here. Pretty much ends right there for right now. Haven't really expanded it because we got the rail line through here. A little Exxon Mobil station there. Fry's Electronics, Dunkin' Donuts, Phillips 66, another Exxon, Holiday Inn, McDonald's, Dunkin', another one. The Walmart, Supercenter, of course. Food Lion? Yeah, Food Lion. And Kmart, Office Depot. But, oh yeah, forgot about that. So, I typically pretend like the outer belt and the freeway here, the east-west freeway here, which I haven't really given much of a name to yet, but they run concurrent through here, where the outer belt will branch off and continue south here, and then again branch off here and continue west into West Shrute. And to the east is just a little sort of inner-town parkway. I don't think it's actually all that busy, but you know, it adds a little bit more highway to it. So I have a couple little shrines and things here. A zoo, of course. Union 76, I believe. Yep. Farmers market. State Fair, golf course. The big mall, another big mall here. Target. A couple, mid-rise apartment blocks. Publix, another McDonald's, another Popeyes, Shell, Taco Bell, Long John Silver's Pizza, and Burger King. If I'm not mistaken, I think this actually does get used, which is pretty nice. Yeah, so. And I know through here as well, it gets used, maybe not westbound, but yeah, at the east side. And there as well. Kroger there. So these, I don't remember the name of these buildings here, these apartment buildings. Yeah. These things are pretty nice, I think, lined up against the highway, sort of like that. I don't know why they do, but they just, I like the view of those. Like that. Well, we got two Krogers there, that's not very good. Let's see which one's busier. That one. Okay, so what I'll do is this. I don't want two of those same things there like that. It sort of ruins the illusion of realism for me. Here the freeway goes east into Macon or Dothan. So I typically pretend that the city sort of annex it. And you can see sort of the south side of Shrute is sort of more agricultural. So has that little bit of farm life left. And you got a Home Depot there, Sam's Club, Academy, BP, another McDonald's. Like the McDonald's here, I guess. And IKEA's for some reason. Let's see if that. No, I don't want to demolish that then. So we'll go. Okay, now let's see if I remember right. Okay, this right here. This right here, which I typically think of as so from this road south to probably here, or even maybe to the canal. It's typically considered like the downtown Shrute area. Not much here really. Pretty low rise, especially for a city of 245,000. But it's pretty suburban I mean, it's what its main use is. Check the university real quick. That's fine. Check the. So there's a nice looking building there. And go ahead and continue north. Now this, I believe I used to have the regular light rail system through here, but it had to go underground and then I think connect to here on that side, and then it would go underground, I think here, and then connect with that. But just figured, you know what, just connect the rail line, regular rail line. I think that adds a bit more functionality with it. So that's what I did. And so we continue north. In Shrute, you have this little clover leaf here. Don't really have a name for it, for the roads. Goes east into, I don't remember what town, Sheely, okay. And north into West Corinne. Let's check this. That's totally fine. As you can see, the rail system over through here is a bit elevated, so try to keep it above ground, pretty much above the ground level. And then we continue, get a little parkway here, which connects to this, which I don't really have a name for this. I just consider it like a Northwest Highway, because it goes north into Fulton Heights. That's right, Fulton Heights. And this is a fairly old interchange here. I went back fairly recently and put this and this here, but other than that, I mean, it's pretty much not been touched. And you know, you can tell these on-off ramps here are pretty close together, so can't do much in the way of expansion. You know, this is built just as a way to see if they would actually use it, and I think they do. Yeah, so it's actually used, so that's nice. And let's see, before I go there, get the rail line. Here's the theme park. Don't really have a name for it. I just typically can maybe think of it like a Six Flags type thing. Yeah. There's not much really else to say about it. It was one of those, I think, the make your own park things, I believe. Not sure their original name, but something like that. Or modular amusement park, maybe? I think. There, but okay. Have several, get rid of that. A couple entrances here. Of course, you have to have a hotel. Added a little bit of like a lake or a pond type situation there. Make it look a little bit nicer. The only issue I have is connectivity. I'm trying to figure out a way maybe to extend the road or the highway through west. Be able to connect a road to over here. That way you don't have to rely on just these two. And people can just sort of exit off there instead of having to come down here. Getting on like a one-lane road to come over that way, then north. But I haven't totally looked into that yet. And to the north here is just a regular little parkway thing. Built it because I didn't want any developments out here. I wanted to add a little bit more connectivity again. Fulton Heights, that's actually fairly congested. Oh, okay. But you know, wanted to add a bit more connections, maybe to the airport and things like that. So that's pretty much why that's there. Let's see. Oh, September now. It's getting into fall. As you can see, it's fairly suburban. Not much really going on. You have right through here another rail line through the one-way streets. Median, which I like building those, especially if they get used. Check that. But yeah, I think I'll go ahead and split this up, and then in the next video I'll zoom in and play a little bit more and give a little bit better of a view. That way this video doesn't run too long.